Hey everyone, my name is Sarah if I haven't met you before. In today's Vinyasa yoga practice, we're going to be playing with a couple of arm balances. In particular, our Kakasana, our crow pose, our one-legged crow pose, which technically I can't really do, but I'm working on it and maybe you're in the same boat as me. And finally, our Eka Pada Koundinyasana, one variation. So we're going to be strengthening through the upper body and the core quite a bit, as well as twisting through the spine because that's what we need for our final arm balance. So yeah, it's going to be a strong flow. It's going to be quite creative and most of all, hopefully fun. Let's get started on our backs. If you did have a block, then feel free to bring that in for some parts in our practice today. If not, that is totally all good as well. Okay, you might have your legs out long in Savasana. You might have your feet wide, your knees knocking together. We're just going to be here for just a minute or two to land on our mat, both physically but also energetically. You might like to close down the eyes, taking some slow, intentional breaths through the nose. Allowing muscles within the body to unwind and relax. And as we enter into this practice, we want to have that sense of ease, although it's probably not going to feel like that during it. But we just want to make sure that we're having fun. And when we're having fun and creating play in our body, we want to come from that relaxed state rather than uptight and tense of, I have to do this. We're all on our own journey. We just want to make it easy and kind for ourselves. You might constrict the back of the throat, finding your Ujjayi pranayama. The wave-like sound that comes with this pranayama technique helps to slow the breath down, meaning that we can retain control as we move through our asana practice. Let's take one more breath here. If your legs are bent, just lengthen them out along the mat. Extend your arms out to the sides in a T shape. Bend your right knee and try squeeze it towards your chest as much as you can. Take a deep breath in here. As we exhale, twist the right knee over to the left. Aiming to keep the right shoulder on the ground, so it might help if you press through the left hand. Come back through center, let's swap it out. Left knee pulls into the chest, breathe in. Try squeeze it up as much as you can. As you exhale, twist the left knee over to the right. Again, trying to keep the left shoulder down on the ground. Come back through center. You might keep with the right knee bent. If you felt like more right leg is long, breathe in. Exhale, twist the right foot or the right knee over to the left. The foot is likely to be hovering off the ground. Come back through center, swap it out, maybe left knee or left leg, breathe in. Exhale, twist it over to the right. A couple more times in your own breath, breathe in. Breathe out, making this more fluid. And what we're doing here, we're introducing twisting within our spine, but we're also starting to get the core a bit more active, especially since we're not using the hands. Next time your right leg is over to the left, hold there. You might stay here or start to lift the chest off the ground. Bend the left knee, slide it underneath the body, underneath your right leg. Then try to touch your right hand towards your left foot. If you didn't get that, that's okay. Come back down, breathe in. As we exhale, let's swap to the other side. So left leg over to the right. You might stay here or lift the chest up. Start to bend the right knee, pull it in. Left hand comes towards the right foot. Push the right elbow towards the ground. Then lower yourself down, swap to the other side. Let's do one more each side. So lifting the chest up, breathing in. As you exhale, bend to the left knee, touch the right hand to the left foot. Inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale to twist. Last time, breathe in, lift up. Ribs to hips, exhale, pull the right knee underneath. Try reach the left hand as far away as you can. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, come back through center. Hug the knees towards the chest, give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe it's just the hands holding onto the shins. If you felt like a little bit more, you might lift the head back up. You could reach to the opposite forearms, maybe towards the opposite elbows. Deep flexion of our hips. One more breath. Grab the hands behind the back of the legs, rock and roll up and down the spine a couple of times. Eventually, we're going to land in a plank position. So hands will plant down, we'll step our feet back. You might be on your knees here. You might be on the toes. Spread your fingertips wide, squeeze the glutes, push the hands into the ground to puff up through your upper back. Breathe in as you lift your right toes off the ground. And then as you exhale, right knee to the left elbow. You can do this with the left knee down. Inhale, step the right foot back, hover it off the ground. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, back. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, step it back. Left elbow this time. Kick the right foot out to the side so the outer edge of the right foot is down. Now you might stay up. If you wanted a little bit more, shift your weight forward, breathe in. As we exhale, chaturanga, tuck the elbows in, aiming for shoulders in line with the elbows. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, three-legged dog. Right toes sweep up and back. Bend the left knee, the leg that's on the bottom. Try square your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, roll forward, right knee towards the nose. And then step the right foot outside the right hand. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, right hand reaches high. As we exhale, you might stay here or lift yourself up. Left hand reaching forward, right hand reaching back. You're trying to turn the heart towards the right. You might stay here or right hand to right hip, maybe to back thigh, or maybe a little bit further down depending on how open you're feeling at the moment. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Can you twist a little bit more? Maybe lean the hips forward slightly. Inhale, come back through center. Left hand either to the ground or to a block. Reach the right hand high. Right leg is long. Twisted half monkey pose. Think about drawing your belly button forward on your legs. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. One more breath. Look forward, breathe in, bend your right knee, tuck back toes. As we exhale, step forward, Malasana. Feet wide, toes turn out. Squeeze the glutes, hands to chest. Take a deep breath in, try lift up a little bit taller. As we exhale, hands come down, step yourself back into plank, chaturanga, tuck the elbows in by the ribs, either on the knees or your toes. Inhale, let's come to cobra first. Squeeze the glutes. As we exhale, child's pose, hips towards the heels, arms reaching forward. Stay here as long as you'd like. Otherwise, we'll roll ourselves forward, again, coming back into your plank position. Maybe on the knees, maybe on the toes. Lift up the left foot, breathe in. As you exhale, right elbow. Shift your weight forward. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. Keep puffing up through your upper back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow, and then kick your left foot out to the side. You might stay here. Try square the hips to the ground. Otherwise, shift your weight forward. Breathe in. As we exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, come back up to high plank. Exhale, three-legged dog, left toes sweep high. Bend the bottom knee, looking towards your right big toe. Push the hands into the ground. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, roll forward, left knee towards the nose. Step the left foot outside the left hand. Right knee comes down. Inhale, left hand reaches high. Twisted lunge. Exhale, hold. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, lengthen the spine. Inhale, lift yourself up. Right hand forward, left hand back. Exhale, hold. Maybe you stay here, or left hand towards the back of the leg, maybe the hip. Right hand high. Come back through center, right hand comes down. Breathe in, shift your hips back, left hand high. Hold for your exhale. Ardha Hanumanasana, half monkey pose with the twist. Start to look forward. Breathe in, tuck back toes. As we exhale, step your right foot to the outside of the mat. Malasana, garland pose. Breathe in as you lift a little bit taller through the crown of the head. As we exhale, squeeze the glutes. Try press through the outside edges of the feet. Plant your hands down. Breathe in, step back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Maybe upward facing dog this time. Knees, hips off the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose if you'd like a little bit more rest. We're going to do that same sequence again, just modifying it slightly. Roll forward into your plank position. Inhale, right toes lift. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, right elbow, maybe right tricep if you felt like more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last time. Exhale, left elbow, then kick the right foot out to the left. Take a deep breath in. Maybe you stay here as we exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, three-legged dog. Right foot lifts up and back. Hold here. Inhale, start to roll forward, right knee to nose. Exhale, set the right foot outside the right hand. Breathe in, right hand high. As we exhale, maybe go straight into that back bend. So a hand behind the back of the legs, sink your hips forward. Inhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, left hand down, right hand up. Exhale, hold. We're going to do that 2 more times. Breathe in, come forward. Left hand high. As we exhale, half monkey pose. Hips back, right leg long. 1 more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward, Malasana, breathe in. Set your left foot out. Exhale, hold. You can stay here, or if you wanted to, first go at Kakasana, crow pose. Before we do, you might just roll out the wrists. Clasping your hands into fists, moving them in one direction, other direction. And then lifting your hips up high, you'll just walk your feet back about hip width distance. Hands plant on the ground. Spread your fingertips wide so you've got that wide grip, base of support. You'll come high onto your toes. Elbows will bend back. You're trying to get the flat part of your knees to the flat part of the elbows. At least that's how I find it works best for me. You might be higher up for the arm, whatever feels good. Look underneath your head. Puff up through your upper back. Maybe one foot lifts off the ground towards your glutes. Maybe it's both feet. If you're here and wanted to try a jump back, you'll take a deep breath in. As you exhale, send your feet to the back of the mat. Coming to chaturanga. Inhale, your back bend of choice. Maybe child's pose or downward facing dog. If your wrists are starting to feel it, then absolutely come into child's pose for a moment. Just to rest them out. 1 more time with that sequence. Roll forward, breathe in, plank position. Exhale, hold. Left foot less, breathe in. Exhale to the right. Inhale back. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale. How much space can you create between the chest and the floor? Next time your knee is to the right, hold. Step your left foot out, take a deep breath in, shift your weight forward. Maybe you stay up, or as you exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left foot up. Breathe in, roll forward, left knee to the nose. Set the left foot outside the left hand, lower the right knee down. Breathe in, left hand high. As we exhale, maybe straight into that back bend. Left hand down the back leg, right arm up and over. Breathe in, lengthen the left leg, right hand down. Exhale to twist. Okay, a little bit faster. Breathe in, bend the front knee, find your back bend. Exhale, lengthen the front leg. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward, breathe in, tuck back toes. Exhale, step forward, Malasana. Again, you might stay here. If you've got a block, you can always bring it underneath your hips if you wanted to rest even more. Opportunity for Kakasana again, if you wanted to play with that. Hands coming down. You're trying to get height with your hips. If you're struggling to get up higher, what you can do is bring your feet up onto a block, okay, because that's going to lift your hips. So when you come forward, you've already got that height, okay? It makes it quite a bit easier. Eventually, let's make our way into downward facing dog. Maybe you'd like to stop off in Balasana, child's pose along the way. So building a lot of heat, a lot of warmth into our upper body, our core, and a little bit into our spine. Okay, one more sequence. We're only going to repeat it one time each side. Inhale, sweep the right toes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, roll forward, right knee towards the nose. Set the right foot in between the hands this time, high lunge. Inhale as you lift your arms above your head. Exhale, hold. Sink your hips down a little bit, shoulders down the back. Turn to the right, breathe in, left hand forward, right hand back. And then as you exhale, just like we did before on the ground, right hand down the back leg, left arm up and over. Inhale as you lengthen your front leg. Maybe left hand comes down to a block, or you can reach it down to the floor or a shin. Twisted triangle, back heel might be off the ground. Let's flow those two movements. Inhale, bend to the right knee, lift up. Exhale, come back. Lengthen the front leg, turn the heart. Let's go 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. If you've got the block, just release it. Left hand comes down to the ground. You might stay in your twisted lunge. Otherwise, lower your left heel to the ground. Right foot steps up and back towards wild thing. So lift the hips as gracefully as you can. Can you lower your right foot to the ground, but try not to touch it? Okay, so you're hovering off the ground. Look down to the ground, breathe in, land to the right hand. As you exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Step the right foot outside to the back of the mat, to the side of the mat. You might stay here or breathe in, shift forward. As you exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, come up. This time's different. Stay here or shift your weight forward. Bring the weight into your right foot. Try get your left knee to your left elbow. Step it back if you got there. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press back up. Stay here or shift your weight forward. Lift the left foot, the left knee towards the left elbow. Whew, I'm shaking. Let's try that one more time with control. Of course, you can always rest. Left foot forward. Take a big step forward with your left foot so it's coming to the top of the mat. However you'd like to get there, you can. Right foot is still to the side. Inhale as you lift your hands above your head. Clasp the hands around the right wrist. As you exhale, pull the right hand towards the left side of the room. I know that was a lot of direction changes, but hopefully you're here with me. Hands come to the chest, breathe in, shift your weight into your left foot. As you exhale, step your right foot next to the left. Utkatasana. Can you sink your hips low? Roll the shoulders back. One more breath here. Weight to the back of the heels. Inhale, Urdhva arms reach high, legs lengthen. Take the feet wide. As we exhale, Malasana, garland pose. Okay, we've been here before. You can stay. You can find crow pose, or we can practice a drill for our one-legged crow. So what you can do here, this is something that I'm still practicing. What you'll do is you'll sit up in your normal crow pose. You'll bring your knees together. Let's say we go for the right elbow first. You'll bend your elbows back. Your right knee will come to the right arm, just like you would for your normal crow pose, but your left knee is right next to the right. So it's not on the left arm. What you'll do, you'll lift your hips up, breathe in. And then as you exhale, you shift your weight forward. Try to hover the feet off. And then you'll come back down. I find that quite challenging, but maybe you find it pretty easy. From there, what people can do is extend the left leg out a little bit more. I'm still here, but that's what you can do. Have one more go if you want. Eventually, we'll head back into down dog or child's pose. Take that extra time if you would like to rest. I hope you're having fun. It's supposed to be quite playful. You know, don't take yourself too seriously. If we end up sitting out for half of the flow as well, that's totally okay. Down dog. Last time with this sequence. Inhale, sweep the left toes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, roll forward, left knee towards the nose. Step the left foot in between the hands. High lunge, breathe in, lift the arms up. Exhale, sink the hips down. Lower the shoulders down the back. Inhale as you open the chest to the left, right hand forward, left hand back. As we exhale, back bend. Left hand down the back leg, right arm up and over. Breathe in, lengthen your left leg, just like we did before, maybe hand to block, maybe hand to the ground or to the side of the shin. Roll your left shoulder back, your right shoulder underneath. Okay, let's flow this. Breathe in, bend your knee, lift your right arm. Exhale, lengthen your left leg, open the chest, twisted triangle. About 3 more times. Still using our Ujjayi Pranayama to slow the breath down. Next time you get into your twisted triangle, hold there. If you've got the block, remove it to the side. Plant the right hand down to the ground. Maybe you stay in twisted lunge, or lower your right heel down to the side. Lift your left foot up. Slowly transfer towards Wild Thing, but the left toes don't touch the ground. You might reach your left hand forward to help counterbalance. Look down, breathe in, left hand plants. As you exhale, left knee to right elbow, and then kick the foot out to the side. One more time with this sequence. Breathe in, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift back up. Maybe you stay here or shift your weight forward. Weight is in the left foot. Your right knee comes up and over towards your right tricep, and then you step back into your plank. Whew, that was hard. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward if you would like. One more time before we make our way to the top of the mat. Next time your right knee is up, step it over so your right foot is to the front of the mat, toes facing forward, left foot is still to the side. Inhale as you lift your arms up. Clasp your hand around the left wrist. Exhale, pull it to the right. Tuck the ribs in the direction of the hips, so we're not flaring them out. One more breath. Hands to chest. Breathe in. Shift your weight into your right foot. As you exhale, step your left foot next to the right. Sink your hips back. It's nice to get some time off the hands here. Breathe in as you lift your arms above the head, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, take your feet wide, toes out. Bend your knees, sink your hips down. Your journey from here, if you'd like to stay, take some extra rest, go for it. If you wanted to try Kakasana, crow pose, maybe your one-legged crow drill. So if you did it with the right arm last time, you'll go for the left arm. So much core strength and upper body strength is required when you're just doing one arm because the weight's not being distributed evenly. So you've got to really contract, pull the elbows towards each other to help with that. Maybe one more go. Eventually, let's all meet in child's pose. Again, we're all on our own journeys. You might fall over just like I did. Child's pose eventually. Not staying here for too long. We've got one more arm balance to try. We're just going to workshop it. We're not going to flow really into it. Before we do, you might walk your hands back towards you, lift up the chest, coming into a camel pose. Not only to get a back bend, but also maybe stretching out the wrists. So fingertips might turn down as you shift your hips forward, kind of getting that nice stretch. Or you might play with having the fingertips up. Notice what feels best for you. Maybe it's the back of the hands. A little squeeze of the glutes. Okay, coming back through center. I'll show you how you can get into your Eka Pada Koundinyasana I variation. So feel free to sit down if you would like. It will come from down dog. Inhale, lift your right foot up. As you exhale, you'll roll forward, right knee to left elbow, and you might stay there, or try shift your weight forward a little bit more. You'll start to bend the elbows, and you're trying to get your thigh on top of your elbow. Once you get there, you'll keep shifting, and then maybe your right toes will lengthen out. Maybe your left foot will come off the ground as well. So what I just noticed there is that my hip was dropping towards my right elbow. That is totally okay. That will give you more support. But if you wanted to make this, the most challenging variation, take this to the most challenging variation, you'll try and do it with the hip off the arm. Join in when you're ready if this is something you wanted to try. And you'll probably notice that one side is stronger than the other. That felt a little bit stronger on that side for me compared to the other side. A lot of it is about trying to get the weight forward, and oftentimes our flexibility in our spine can limit us because we can't twist the hips enough, the spine enough to get the leg up and over. It's also why we've been doing quite a bit of lengthening through the sides of the legs, so that when we do extend the leg out, we have that flexibility there. Okay, if you'd like to come back into camel, we can. Just lifting yourself up. Just a nice way to get off our hands, a little squeeze of the glutes. It's not about getting it perfect, because every day is going to be different. And then some days you might get the aha moment. Your body knows, and that's awesome. But we're not attached to it. If it comes, we're like, sweet, cool. If it doesn't, sweet, cool. We have the same attitude no matter where we are. Okay, my friends, we'll finish with just a quick stretch. Because we've been kind of going with this twisting theme, let's find that here. So Ardha Matsyendrasana, right foot comes up and over the left thigh. Now your left foot might be tucked in, or you might have it lengthened out. Just try to get your right hip on the ground, whatever option. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, let's twist to the right. Softening the jaw. Take another deep breath in. Can you lift a little taller through your lower back? As we exhale, can we twist a little deeper? Draw your right shoulder back, your left shoulder forward. Come back through center. If you're with me and have your feet in this position, we can try an interesting transition. Otherwise, you'll just swap your legs around. Try shift your weight forward. You can use your hands if you'd like. Lift yourself up. You're going to turn to the back of the mat. Keep twisting until your right knee tucks in. And we come to the same position, just on the other side. Breathe in, lift up tall. As we exhale, twist to the left. You might have the forearm around kind of the outside of the thigh. You might have the forearm in front of the shin. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, twisting a little deeper. Come back through center. Let's shuffle our way forward on our mat. Roll down onto our back. From here, maybe knees to chest, maybe happy baby pose, taking the hands to the outsides of the thighs, maybe the ankles, maybe the outsides of the feet. Pulling the lower back towards the ground, the shoulders to the ground. You could extend one leg out to the side. And then come back through center. Take the other foot out to the side. Maybe both feet. We haven't done too much opening. Well, I haven't really done any opening through the adductors, the inner of the legs. So this might feel quite nice. If there are any final movements, any wriggles you would like to take before Savasana, then go for it. Otherwise, if you're ready to rest, you might have your legs long in Savasana. You might have your knees bent, feet wide, landing in a similar place to where we started our practice. Using the closing of the eyes to indicate this inward journey. It's not about how things look, it's about how things feel, and that's always going to be different for different people. We'll just be here for a couple of minutes in quiet where we just sink into this space. I'll let you know when it's time to transition out. Before we transition out, let's take 3 really deep, slow breaths. Slowly wiggling toes, fingertips. Eventually we'll make our way up into a seated position. If there are any movements that you'd like to take along the way, just to kind of wring out the body, go for it. Landing with an open heart to ourselves and our journey, to others and their journey. We don't know what other people are going through when we see them, so we just have this sense of openness, of respect. Maybe we finish with the hands in the lap or the hands through heart center. Take a deep breath in through the nose, lift up tall. Deep breath out, let it go. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you had fun today. Let me know how you found it in the comments down below. And of course, I look forward to seeing you and moving with you again sometime soon, whether that's here on YouTube or on Patreon, where we have some longer, juicy classes. I'll see you next time.